Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a very fun Monday evening. Let me just do some of my normal logistics. In fact, we'll get the game loaded in the background while I'm going around and doing my faffing. Wow. I hope you're all having a fun time. Start of the week. Oh, actually, I just realised I've left my beer behind me. 1 second. Can't be playing without this. Can't be playing without this. Right, so a couple of days over the weekend, my copy of Windows updated, and in fact, no, it wasn't over the weekend. It was on Thursday last week, and of course, we did our little stream on Friday just to kick off the season. Apologies for the lack of sound in that. I've just realised that it's changed the order of devices in my Windows installation, and so the game audio was completely silent. So apologies for everyone that was watching that, and those that have been sticking around to watch the post-consumption videos. Of course, hoping that it's all much better now. Right, let's hop on in. Because Greg's away for this week, I figured we'd do some Diablo. It's been a while since we've done a proper Diablo stream, so we're going to be playing it pretty much all evening. Might change to something else a little bit later, but probably going to stick with this for the rest of the night. Right, where did we get to? We got to level 31. Things we have to remember. When we hit level 43, we should make ourselves a level 70 weapon. I always forget every season, but in 12 levels time, we have to try and make ourselves a level 70 weapon. Right, what have we got? We've got some bits and bobs. No, we just changed over to Kane's stuff, actually. So let's salvage these up and get rid of them. And I am going to be recording these videos for post-consumption just to keep everything nice and consistent. So you'll have me talking randomly as the evening goes on. Don't worry if I say thank you very much, see you next time. I'm probably not actually going anywhere. It's just for the post-consumption videos. So, let's get this show on the road. Hello everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. First things first, apologies for the lack of game audio on the last 3 episodes. I'm going to blame Windows for that one. It's entirely Windows' fault and not my fault. But because I recorded them all in one evening as part of a stream, I didn't actually realise until after we were done that the game audio wasn't there. So, where are we? We've done an Act 1 set of bounties. We're up to level 31. I'm going to carry on doing bounties. We'll run through and do an Act 2 set for now. And we'll try and keep it to about half an hour per episode moving on. So if we need to stop in between bounties, then we'll do that. But otherwise, it's just going to be a matter of smashing monsters' heads in until we get something interesting. And of course, doing fun things like that. Oh yeah, we have Blessed Shield now. That's the whole point in this build. The whole point in this build is about flinging our shield around. I can't wait until we can actually get the wrath cost gone from it. That will actually make quite the difference for us. So temporarily we're using our shield glare. That's because we've got Final Witness in the cube at the moment. We do want to change that over eventually, probably to Taunt, and we'll change Falling Sword over to Steed Charge. But for now, they certainly serve their purposes. No, I went for that. There we go. Right. Kill some of these guys. I really want this thing gone, actually. Oh, where is my area of it? Charm. I've got to remember precisely what it is I'm doing with this build. And it is all interim until we get the equipment that we want. There we go, level 32. That will help us get that gone. Get that gone as well. Avatar of Rakinishu. Up we go. And he runs away. Of course he runs away. It's Rakinishu. Gets my skin going. He's quite beefy, really, in terms of the amount of damage that he does. Luckily, we're doing alright in our general regeneration. I'm keeping a close eye on it though, for that precise reason. Let's try and finish him off that way. This thing can go. One bounty done. Right, let's move on to the next one. Kill Gruul. That sounds like something we can manage. And while we're doing that, I will open up my beer. Platon indeed, as my beer can says. It's amazing the difference between like a regular hit and a critical where everything goes awesomely. Just looking at the damage output when the Blessed Shield actually hits things, it is pretty extreme. Not much, not much. Oh, hello you. Right, let's build up a little bit of bits just so we can not stand directly on that. Actually, let's get around here. Half dead? Half dead. Keep him blind. Keep all the trouble away. Eventually I want the Cord of the Sherma. That's actually going to be quite an integral part of my build. A lot of people recommend going for the Witching Hour, which is, you know, great, but the utility of the Cord of the Sherma is really going to help us out, especially with a hardcore character. I am very much looking forward to staying alive. Let's grab all of these bits. Good evening, Fallen. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a fun evening. This time I've actually turned the game sounds on, so it's going to be a very different gaming experience. Where the hell is Gruul? Gruul's got to be over this way somewhere. Somewhere around here. Ooh, we've got some blues. Alright. Hey! No knockbacks. This is all totally going according to plan. It is not going according to plan. These things actually hurt quite a lot. See if we can get one of them killed at least. Nope. Just let me kill you. Just let me kill you. There we go. I think it's fine. We can handle 2 without the ads. That knockback is so annoying. All the mobility skills. Stop running away. Stop running away. Both of you stop running away. See, it's fine if I do knock back, but these guys are just actively trolling me. There we go. Right, we've still got to find and kill Gruul. He'll be around here somewhere. Really looking forward to getting Jackenborg. I just realised I probably should have put the approximate build plan in the description. We're going to want Aqua Licurus, probably in the cube. We're going to want the Heart of Iron on ourselves, whichever one ends up being best. We're going to keep Leoric's Crown up on top. Probably go for Deathwatch Mantle on our shoulders. There isn't actually a large number of items that will affect Blessed Shield, so other than that, it's all about the utility when we're going for our Legacy of Nightmares build. And I love utility. Ooh, hello you. Haha, blinding archers. That is the way to do it, as they say. Oh, no, let's not be right in the middle of that. Keep our decent swings going. No, stand out of the frozen bits for a moment. I don't mind if he pulls me close to him. That's fine. It's kind of counter to what they normally try and do. Let's go. I tried to time my falling sword so that we'd be up in the air when it struck. Mistimed it quite a bit there. Oh god, really? Well, that wasn't too bad. Right, smack, smack, smack. We can do upwards of 7,000 with a swing of that. With a swing, with a throw, with a throw. With a throw of Blessed Shield when it hits. 10 levels until we want to make ourselves a new weapon. That was a terrible time for me to activate that. There's Gruul. More of these frozen funnigans. Top tip, the frozen affix is not actually that fun. Yep. Blind him, we'll run away a little bit. Hey, he's supposed to be charmed. Oh, he's not attacking at least. And another bounty is done. Alright, let's push on to kill Blarg. What a brilliant name for a bad guy. 9 minutes in and we've already got a comedy named bad guy. I love it. Not this way. We're going to have to go round the edge. I do always feel like the Crusader is a little bit slower than other characters. And that's probably just down to not picking the Steed Charge. Because I so rarely use it, so I really want to try and make use of it this time. Yeah, it's getting a little bit dangerous in here at the moment. That poison really does hurt. Come on, just finish this one off. So nearly gone. There we go, that'll do. Actually, while I think about it, I want to have a look at the Laws of Valor skill, because I need to find out what level we can get critical, because that is actually going to be very useful for our final thing. Where we've got Punish at the moment, as soon as we take away the cost of Blessed Shield, we're going to be swapping that over for Akarat's Champion. Either Akarat's Champion or Steed Charge, one of them. This, yes, we can get critical now. Perfect. That's going to massively improve our damage output. %50 increase in our critical chance is just huge. Alright, well, if Blarg's going to appear, there you are. Obviously, this is going to be a bit of a smack him, smack him, smack him, smack him, smack him. It's not going to be a particularly interesting fight, but that's alright. He's taking a good amount of damage, so it's not going to take us too long. And he doesn't have that many worrisome affixes. That charm ability from Shield Glare is so useful. Especially with Final Witness. Really, really liking it. Hey there, Wall of Reed, welcome along. Hope you're having a fun Monday evening. With Greg away, I figured, yeah, it's been a long time since I've done a Diablo stream. Well, other than Friday, of course. But on a Monday. It's been a long time since I've done a Monday Diablo stream. So, totally taking advantage of that opportunity. Up we go. Oh, God, no. Not standing in the middle of that. That seems like a bad idea. Incomprehensible agony. I love the voice acting in this. Oh god. Yeah. That's fine. Got it all in control. It's already starting to feel like a fun build. And I don't even really have any of the items that I need. We've got a long way to go, but it is definitely going to be worth it. Right, just this one left. And then, like, all the other things that we need to kill in this area. But for our immediate problems. Right. On to these guys. Up we go. Down we go. Problem solved. And that is very much how this this plays out. It's all about the burst damage. The constant damage is pretty nice, the consistent damage, but burst damage from Falling Sword is so fun. So we've got just under 100 enemies left to find and kill. Nine Toads, Terror of the Borderlands. That was a little bit dangerous. We do have Indestructible, so we've got to get out of... Oh my god, it's all gone wrong free, but... yeah, he's really putting out quite a lot of damage. Ow, so much damage. Alright, let's do this as a fighting retreat then. That's cleared a whole bunch of them. Ooh. Worrisome. Right, we've used our healing potion, so I do need to watch out just for a moment. Just trying not to get hit by all of that as it goes off. There we go. Nine Toads is gone. Luckily, our Wrath to Life was keeping us alive there. Level 34, though. I mean, it's not like we're not making progress. That is going quite well. Got to remember to make the level 70 weapon when we hit 43, of course. Up and down. 95 done. What have we got? We got an Empowered Shrine. That'll be quite nice. So, increased resource regeneration. That's going to be very useful for constantly keeping up our shield throw. Blessed Shield doing its thing. That takes us to level 35. Yeah, we're definitely going to be able to make a better weapon soon, so I might have to consider that. In fact, no, I'm fine with this. Right, let's see. What have we actually got in our weapons? That is a two-handed... Yeah, so our passive skills are fine for what they need to be at the moment. Periodically, I do want to double check just to make sure I'm not doing anything foolish. knowing me, that's quite likely. Absolutely stonking along. The other thing that we can do at some point this evening is finish off the Season 1 objectives. Sorry, the Chapter 1 of the season objectives. That's going to mean killing a couple of bosses. That should be nice and straightforward. Also, socketing gems into our gear. And that'll probably happen, actually, before too long anyway. Right, 4 more to find. Still got 1 to get. Any old one. These will do. Right, good job. So, 3 down. Let's go on to the 4th. Bounty running is a great thing to do early game. Clear the Forgotten Well of everything. I really hope we find Jack and Borgs early on. It's definitely going to be the first thing we try and gamble for. Just because it will make that much of a difference to our gear. For upgrading, I'll probably start by upgrading the flails. So we can get the... there's a 2-handed one and a 1-handed one that we need. One of them is going in the cube, the other one we're going to wield. And that's the other reason why we're going to want to take a look at the challenge rifts. Of course, because we only just started on Friday. It's still the same challenge rift that it was before, but they are such a good source of death breaths and other materials. It's always worth doing them when they come along. As soon as we can remove the resource cost, it might even be Ackham's Manacle that does it. I forget precisely off the top of my head. But as soon as we can remove the resource cost of Blessed Shield, it will become like a one button wonder, fire and forget all the time. Grab that. It's taking us as long to actually reach the bounty as it will be to do the bounty. That's exactly what I did, Wallerfried. So we've got Final Witness in the cube from that. I was hoping for Jack and Borg, but we didn't actually manage to get it. But Final Witness is proving very useful with the whole charming everything around me. I'm quite liking it. But yeah, 35 Death's Breaths is a huge number. More than enough to get you started at the start of a season. Definitely enough to give you a little boost as time goes on. Right, we're nearly actually where we need to be. Thought it would never come along. So, into... Ooh, not quite into the Forgotten Well. Right. Ooh, geez, there's a lot of them. No. No, we need to thin the herd out a little bit before we properly engage that. Especially with that thing going off all the time. That is going to be annoying as hell. God damn it, stop it with that bloody cold thing. Oh god, no, I need to get out of here. Woo! Danger. Okay, I think we've thinned it down to the point where we can manage it. I think this is the, yeah, this is the real one. Up we go, down we come. Killed him. Ooh, was that a hack?
You enjoy cutting them down, don't you?
Oh, we're gonna have to use this. So, that means we're going to change over from heavily strength back to fervor. Definitely worth it. That's going to make sure that we're actually doing the correct amount of damage. We don't really have much thorns at the moment, but in fact, how much thorns do we have? 16. 16 thorns is being applied on every attack. Oh, baby. Yeah. No worry, Fallen. Don't worry about it. It was good to have you stop by and say hello. And yes, Wallafree. Hack! Seriously, no need to apologize at all. Right. Yeah, let's put that in there for the vitality. It's not really going to do much, but it's honest at the moment, so we'll put that in there. I'm going to head back very quickly and clear some space in our inventory just before we move in to finish this off. So, gone, gone, gone. Just down here. I'll grab that for there, and that gives us the chapter 1 bit. That's all I really needed it for. It's giving us strength, which is nice. This is giving us dexterity, which doesn't really matter. It's going to get changed over soon enough. Hey, John! Welcome to the stream. 5 AM in Australia. Wow. Dude, you are up early. I do not envy you at the moment. Yeah, things are good here in London. It's actually been quite a nice mild day. Of course, now that you've arrived, I'm probably going to get myself killed in the most hilarious way, and I'll have to restart. Or we could have nothing in the Forgotten World at all. That's also an option. We just found hacks, so we have some fun extra damage built up. Yeah, thank you for your comment on the first video. Sorry I haven't had a chance to reply to it, but it came through just when I was getting ready for the stream. I like replying to comments normally pretty quickly, but I had to feed my face when I got back from work. Oh my god, I love this hack. It attacks so much faster than that other mace. Right. So, of course, we're doing a Blessed Shield Crusader for the Legacy of Nightmares set. So there's a lot of this that's going to be going on. And Falling Sword, just because Falling Sword is hilarious. Right, what do we got? I don't like it when it's quite as dark as this. Atmospheric dark? Sure, that's fine. But this is like super, super dark. It's a solid one to go for. Leapquake is so much fun. It is so much fun. Next season, I'm definitely going to do a Demon Hunter because it's been so long since I've done a Demon Hunter. But I was almost going to do a Leapquake Barbarian this season as well. Just because it's just like boom bam, boom bam, boom bam, and it's yeah. At least this I get little mini leaps, so it's almost as good. It's not nearly as good, but you can pretend for a moment. Finish it in style. Okay, so that is all of them except Magda. Now Magda's actually one of the ones that we have to kill for this. So yeah, let's go do that. Then we'll go kill the Skeleton King. And then that ticks off that part of the season journey.
It is with some reluctance that I write on the 7 lords of hell, for they are the greatest of the demons.
That is just so satisfying. I will never get bored of that. So, at the moment with us using Final Witness, I put it on the Confuse option, so we're charming everything that gets blinded. Right, that's one of them gone. And it's only supposed to have like a 50-50 chance of charming stuff, but it seems to do pretty damn well. So I'm actually quite fond of that now. As a survival tactic, it may not be the best, but certainly for managing mobs while leveling up, it's doing its job. Get that iron skin going. Now I could of course just ignore these guys and run straight past them, but where would the fun in that be? And I could do this! It is just so much more satisfying actually stopping to kill things. Although we're not doing a huge amount of damage to these. We're still managing to hold our own, which is kind of the important thing. Let's go up and down. We can probably pick a different Falling Sword rune, actually. My word, it is so busy in here. Right, you, electrified teleporter, you're the one that's been causing all this problem. Oh, and he walks just out of range. Right, well, while he's charmed, he comes up to us because we are buddy-buddies. While not, he moves away so I can throw my Blessed Shield at him. It's a good combination. This is probably going to give us enough for a level. There we go, level 38. Let's have a look at our Falling Sword one. Rise Brothers is always hilarious. Part the clouds. I like Superheated, I think. Although having a bunch of people arriving with me would also be hilarious. So let's try that for a bit. Hi guys! They last a reasonable amount of time. Yeah, long enough to make a difference in a fight, potentially. Getting that plus to critical just before I start really flinging that shield around is such a big boon. Right, we're just 5 levels away from having to remember to sort out that new weapon. And that will just make a big difference to our leveling speed. Let's grab this. Right, I think we'll try and just push on through. He says getting distracted and trying to kill everything in sight. Ooh, Frenzy Trident. Right, we're definitely going to just push on in then. Sorry, Samash. Ignoring you. I'm taking advantage of this shrine. We're not killing her quite as quickly as I'd like. We are doing a good, solid amount of murdering. Let's temporarily back out of that while we thin some of the crowd out. There we go, that's a little bit better. Come back, lady. Stop running away from me. Well, temporarily just not stand right next to her. She's putting even more of those things out than normal, I swear. Right, let's go up and down. Temporarily back off. Yeah, look at that. That's a giant cloud. Hello, you thought you could get away from me. You were wrong. We're right here, and your health is shooting down. 4k, 2k, and gone. Alright, let's grab the loot. I think that's going to be a good point to finish this episode off. We'll start the next one by going after the Skeleton King. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you are enjoying this. Only a little bit left to do of the Chapter 1 season objectives, and we are rapidly shooting up the levels. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Diablo 3. See you soon. Now, of course, I'm not actually going anywhere. That's just for the post-consumption videos, so that I can keep them nice and tight. So don't go anywhere, John. I am still here, and I'm staying for probably the next 3.5 hours. Right. Which is why I have a giant beer in front of me. I am, of course, recording these videos for post-consumption, so that they can be broken up into nice, watchable chunks for people that don't have 5 hours to sit through the entire thing in one go. Right, let's swap that over. Right, I'm going to start on the next one. Hello everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. We just killed Magda. I've just swapped over one of my shields. I say one of my shields, we've got plenty of shields, but that's the one we're actually going to be using. I don't think there's anything else really that I want to switch out at this time. We are going to open up this heraldic chest. This would actually give us a lot of extra toughness for a little bit of damage loss, so that's probably worth it just for my sanity. Right, what have we got in here? A shield. A shield. What shield could that be? Can anyone guess? It's Covenant's Criterion. I know it's Covenant's Criterion. So it's actually definitely worth us changing over to it. So we'll have that for now. And it looks pretty cool. I like Covenant's Criterion. It's a decent design shield. It's got those greeny eyes. None of these are really that interesting for us. So we'll get them swapped over. Just have a quick look at this. Yeah, that's fine. I can ignore that for now. That's just my insurance company talking about my pet. Amos, who is sat just down here, being a happy chappy for the evening. He is our co-pilot. Right, let's sort out the gems that I've actually got in my kit. We don't want that. Get that gone. I'm going to get in the habit of actually putting diamonds in things where possible. And where not diamonds, rubies. Because ultimately that's what we're going to be going for. Going for the extra survivability from the diamonds. Let's tidy these up properly. Okay, so we were going to go and kill the Skeleton King. That was it. Nice, fun little trip to the Royal Crypts. Now, I always feel a little bit bad for people that have come down here and, like, they're actually remembering they're dead. They've put all these pots down, some of them with ashes, some of them with money to pay the ferryman or whatever it is that they believe. And then adventurers like me come along and just start destroying everything. It can't be a good life. I'm wondering if maybe I should get an interim weapon to do a little bit more damage. I think I'm actually going to do that. Let's run back to town very quickly and just see if we can make something other than hack, because we've got hack a number of levels ago. Yeah, it's a level 35 thing. We're level 39 now. So an axe is a reasonable option. Flail would be 38. Let's go for the really slow but highly damaging ones, because then Falling Sword can one-shot things. I think that's what we're going to do. And this is just to tide us over a little bit. Yeah, 31% extra damage. Even switching this across for Heavenly Strength, we're still going to have that extra damage. So hack, you are now the first thing that we have sat waiting to go into the cube. And that is just waiting to go into the cube. It's not... that's not where I needed to go. I should have town portaled back rather than taking the damn thing. Right, where are we going? Act 1. Try this again. 4 minutes in and I'm already falling over myself. Does mean that it's going to be much slower, but I think it's fine for the extra damage increase. And of course, now we're blocking things with Covenant's Criterion. Hey, no double things. That's cheating. So, Falling Sword. He's got 220,000. 195. That was a decent chunk of health that came off right there. Just basically face tanking that cold blast. That's how we roll these days. Run in and just ignore everything. Yeah, doing decent damage. Just watching those little critical numbers come up. $31.5k, yeah. I mean, it's miles away from the millions that we will end up doing, of course. But it's nice seeing it grow. It's like a little thing that you tend to, your character's DPS. If you feed it every day, it'll grow up big and strong. Yeah, whatever, Leoric. We're getting distracted by killing your minions. Yeah, let's back out of that for a second. I mean, it's not actually that slow a thing to have happen. Oh, yeah. There are more efficient ways of getting to level 70, and I know that, but I love playing like this. I feel if you skip all of this and you really like try and push it super fast, you're missing a lot of what you've paid for in the game. And also, it's the fun of trying to find things along the way that will change your playstyle. I've never played with Final Witness before. It's only because I had it early on that I thought, you know what, let's see how it goes, and I really quite like it. It's certainly giving me a lot more control over things than I would have expected. And also, we're getting a good amount of experience from these. We're leveling up pretty damn quickly. That's almost an entire level from just one section. Haha, surprised you! Never get old. Yeah, so we could swap Falling Sword for Akarat's Champion, or we could swap Shield Glare for Akarat's Champion, but we wouldn't really get much benefit from it at this point. Right, 10 levels to go. We'll finish off the Chapter 1 of the season journey. We'll ignore those guys. Hold your ground is one of the skills I want to go for. But we'll probably see if we can try and get that in our Hellfire Amulet. So, a level 40 Leoric. Touch the skeleton. Cormac, you stand in the way of him. No, Cormac, you stand... Cormac. Yeah, you stand that way. And then when he comes down all angry like, you get in the way. And I'll... let's let him do his initial bit. And then we'll start the 2.2 million grind. 10% done. We're pretty solid at this. I think we should be fine for most of it. $1.7 million to go. Hey there, Dave. Welcome to the stream, and thank you very much. Played a little bit on Friday, so there's a couple of episodes in between then and now that haven't yet gone up. But yeah, we're carrying on with our character. Just hit level 40. And we're working on that season journey. Which character type are you going to go for this season? I may have already asked this, but it doesn't hurt to ask again. Nah. May not be charmable, but he's certainly blindable. 1.1 million. He is half dead. Well, nearly half dead. Now he's half dead. Ooh, nice. I was very tempted to try out a dart-based Witch Doctor. Because I haven't yet found a type of Witch Doctor that I really like. I always feel like I'm never quite doing them correctly. Alley up. No, I'd say we've pretty much got this in the bag. Unless he does something really unexpected. Which is always possible, I guess. We're probably not going to get 3 levels from it, though. Ooh, just a little bit more to go. You can feel him faltering. Falling sword. Bang. Didn't quite finish him off with the falling sword, but it was close as damn it. Right, so that ticks off the fly to New Tristram. We still need to reach level 50, of course. So let's push on into Act 3, and we'll do some more bounties. Gotta actually go the correct way. I so often just end up walking up onto the battlements and ignoring where the map's telling me to go. Interesting. I always thought if you killed these guys, then it might interrupt the ritual. Apparently not. I mean, that Colossal Golgor, he is pretty colossal. Fire Chains. First time seeing them this season. All the memories of things that I hate coming back. There's one gone. Getting the old charm action in there so that these guys start attacking each other rather than me. Right. Another group gone. So, you, I see you standing at the back. I just love Blessed Shield Combust so much. It is such a good thing. I think Obis the Mighty is actually just up there, so let's build up some Wrath. You alright, Amos? Where are you going? Yeah, there he is. Obis the not very mighty. That was me activating the plus 50% critical chance and then dropping a falling sword with dudes on him. So there wasn't much that he could really do about it. I see them coming up behind. Really, I'm looking for a nice big... Whatever, these guys will do. Yeah, they're not really clustering together enough for me to do my stop, drop, and drop. Like that. That was alright. It's only 3, but it's still satisfying. Come back! I want to stab you. Or your friend. So we've got the advantage of using Punish and heightened senses at the moment, which is why we get that lovely red glowing eyes on our shield. I think it goes very well with the aesthetic. I'm actually going to try and thin some of these guys down, because they will be annoying if I just leave them. (41). 2 more levels and we can 2 more levels and we can make ourselves a level 70 weapon. Might need to tactically extract like that. Molten Juggernaut. He's not going to be stopped by much. Maybe a shield in the face. Okay. We've actually nearly done this one. So, it's not terrible. It's not terrible at all. That'll do it. We'll just make the area safe and then we can move on to the next bounty. So what's everyone been up to today? Has it been a day of work, a day of school, a day of garden? It's been work for me, much as is the normal way of life. Let's move on to Bounty Blood Ties. What's the best hardcore class? So my personal favourite class is the Wizard. But the best hardcore class is probably going to be the Barbarian. Get yourself a Leapquake Barbarian. Jump around like an absolute loon. You will have a blast. But my favourite class is the Wizard, but it's very much glass cannon, glass cannon, glass cannon. You're asking for trouble if you do that, which is perfectly fine. I mean, that suits the way I play. But Leapquake is so much fun, and it is surprisingly survivable. There are probably more survivable classes out there and more survivable builds, but it's the one I would go for the most enjoyment, as well as not having to worry about dying. Ooh, I prefer the Crusader. I prefer the Crusader. I love the Necromancer, don't get me wrong. But I think it's the whole it's the Phalanx Ghosts. It's the Phalanx Ghosts and the Bombardments. The Crusader just feels like a little bit more of a stupid class, and I really like that about it. Ooh, 40k models. What army do you collect? It's been a long time since I've played, but I did used to play. This could be painful. Whoop. Right, we need to get out of here before another one of those things goes off. Another one's going off. Activate Iron Skin. I think we're going to die. Oh, Jesus Christ. Tactical retreat time. Brown trousers. 1. I'm not familiar with the Black Templars. Is that part of the Inquisition? It has been a very long time since I've played. Right, we've got our cheat death back, so we're fine. We're not gonna die. Panic over. I know, it's so close. But here's me saying, oh, the wizard, it's a glass cannon, but that plays to the way I like to play. Fast and dangerous, and then I immediately get myself trapped without a way of getting out. Go me. Go me indeed. I really want the illusory boots. They are going to be part of this build. But it wouldn't be a season with me in it if there wasn't at least one brown trouser moment now and then. Level 42, one more level and we can make ourselves a level 70 weapon. And hope it rolls with the level reduction requirement on it. That's really what's going to make it worthwhile. Without that, it's just a level 70 item that we can't use. Oh! There was Space Marine chapter. I used to play Space Wolves. I mean, they do sound kind of like a Space Wolf chapter, so yeah, it does make a lot of sense. I wonder how much I could make the Crusader look like a Space Marine. I reckon you could probably do a good job with some of the bigger armor transmogs. And that helmet from StarCraft. Right, get this guy gone. This is all just to get to level 2 of the barracks. This isn't actually what we're supposed to be doing yet. Whew. Right. Everything calm? Everything calm. Let's use that. That's better. Any of these, but this is better for you, so you can just use that. That's even better, so use that. We're not really looking to gear Cormac up yet, but we will try and give him something to work with now and then. Right, now that I've suitably settled in my brown trousers, let's push on. Up and down. Yeah, get the ones that resurrect killed straight away. I'll tell you one thing, not entirely related to Diablo. I went over to visit a friend just over the weekend, and I got to see the latest incarnation of Gauntlet. And I have to say, despite the repetitive nature of the gameplay, I am really impressed by how they've managed to modernize it without losing the feel of Gauntlet. Because I used to play Gauntlet quite a lot as a kid, in the arcades, and also, well, I suppose it would have been the Amstrad that I was playing it on. But my friends had an Acorn, the Commodore, etc., etc. And it always had that very much frantic, you're always going to die, it's just how far can you get feel. And they've managed to keep it feeling very true to the same, while like bringing in some slightly more modern gameplay mechanics. I like what they've done with it. Very, very cool. That was on Steam. And the other thing that I saw from that was just how good Steam Link can be. Because they had their machine in another room, and they were playing with controllers on their TV via another Steam Link setup. And it was smooth. It was very smooth. So I might have to look into that for my home setup. Get a bit of sofa gaming in. Not to do any Diablo that way, because I think Diablo with a controller would be an abomination to man. Apologies for everyone who plays on a console. I pity you, and I don't feel bad saying that. I'm glad you get to experience Diablo, but it's not the way it's meant to be played. Just like Diablo's not meant to be played on mobile. Hashtag controversial, hashtag Diablo Immortal, etc, etc. It's heresy, yes. Brother, the blaspheming heathens have come before us. We must smite them in their mobile game before they spread their ilk amongst us. I'll tell you who I used to love. I never played them myself, but I used to love the Imperial Guard. Just for the whole... You've got your, like, super ultra amazing Marine in one place, and then you've got 12 Imperial Guard for about the same cost. And they're not terrible, but they're so tiny in comparison. And it's like, oh, guys, you're so cute. They were like pets. That's how I saw them. I saw them like pets. Right. Let's forge. Not a fist weapon. A level 70 flail. We can do a few of these, but I really would rather do one. And then try and roll the level requirement reduction into it without spending too many resources. So, Maximum Wrath could get... Oh, it can only go down by 30. Oh, which would take it to level 40. So I could have done it at level 40. I always get that wrong. I thought it only went down as far as 27. Oh, well. So, yeah, it's just going to take some resources. We can keep trying again and again and again. I'll take 4 Maximum Wrath because it's moving us closer to nothing. 130 experience, sure. 8 Maximum Wrath. 10 Maximum Wrath. Now we're getting pricey. We can do this about 20 more times. Not liking our chances at the moment. Oh goody! We can use it at level 67. We're reaching the point where we might actually run out of money before we can do anything worthwhile with it. I'll keep trying though. Nope, that is it. Well, that did not go according to plan. So, other options. We can't actually make any further ones of those. So now we'll look a bit closer to our current level instead. And we'll just have to upgrade as we go. So, level 43. We could get a regular sword and just try and go a bit faster. It's a 5 level difference between the weapons, so it's probably worth us doing that. Yeah, why not? So it looks like we lose a bit of damage, but really we're going to be gaining. Because when we change over to this, and then we change off Heavenly Strength, we're gaining attack speed, we're gaining the cooldown reduction, and we're gaining 20% damage as well. So it does make quite the difference. And then, of course, we're going to put gems and things in. So let's salvage up all of this stuff. Except for this, of course. There's no point in us holding on to this. We're not really going to have much opportunity to try and make it better. So that's just going to go. And you can go in there, and we'll take one of these out. Alakazam. Yeah, that's very true, Paul. I mean, I try and look on the positive side of things. Every other season, I've forgotten to try and do this until much, much later, and it's always felt like it's not really been worth it. Here, it might have made a difference, but it's really very, very little difference overall. Yeah, let's get extra strength in there. In fact, no, let's... Oh, sorry, it's all going to change soon. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, he says. Right. We were clearing out the barracks. Let's carry on with that rather than get too distracted. Boom, 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 boom. It does mean we're going to be falling swording 15% faster. So that's definitely a positive thing. And also, I want to get in the habit of having the one-handed weapons so that I get used to the speed of it. Yeah, definitely like the feel of this. Right, what do we got going in? Blind him a little bit. It feels so fast, but I know it can get even faster. So we're going to have Pain Enhancer. And part of that's going to be to keep our attack speed up. And I just get the feeling that it's going to really make everything shoot all over the place. We're going to be Blessed Shielding all the time. We're not going to be using Punish at all at that point. But still, it does get affected by the attack speed increase. Ah, very good point. Thank you very much, Paul. What would I do without you? So, sheepishly, heading back to the start. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Da-dum-de-dum. See, here was me thinking I could just, like, charge on in and not even care about what's going on. Right. Let's find him properly.
Many centuries ago, King Corsic built Bastion's Keep to pen the barbarian threat in the north. After years of military disasters, the frustrated king led a large army out of the fortress and into the north to conquer the barbarians once and for all.
It might be that we've not seen him yet. Or did I just walk past him and not spot him? No, I don't think we found him yet. Unless he's upstairs. Is he upstairs? I hope he's not upstairs. We'll find out. We'll find out. It could have been that there was something else similar there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Worst case scenario, I can go back a level and then come back in, but we'll figure it out. Check around the. Actually, no. Let's kill this guy first. Desperately trying to keep on top of my health regen with all of this. Right, let's back out for a second. Ooh, no, more of them. He's got a good amount of health, 660,000. I love how quickly we cycle through our Wrath in this mode, though. Definitely prefer the one-handeds at the moment. Alright. We'll find where this guy is. Maybe that's in there, dead. Probably not. Earlier. And back down. That didn't do nearly as much as I was hoping. A very disappointing falling sword. Very disappointing because it's got a point on the end. Okay, no, that was weak. Pretend I didn't say that. Just like wind your memory back a couple of minutes and scrub it out. I love language humor. Language humor is the best kind of humor. Well, that's definitely the end. Oh, I do have the guard following me. Look. Look, he is following. So I just need to find his friend. There he is. That's so weird. I mean, they probably got it set up so if you ignore him, he automatically follows you just so that you can't fail to do it. But yeah, you were right. I did completely ignore the guy. And I paid the price by confusing the game. Huzzah!
Thank you, stranger. His family would never forgive me if I came back home without him.
And that takes us to level 44. Right, well, that's going to be a good point for us to finish this episode off. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you are continuing to enjoy these, despite my varied levels of incompetence. If you are liking these videos, be sure to give a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Diablo 3. See you soon. And of course, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just pausing to take stock, have a drink, and break up the episodes a little bit. Yeah, it's probably a failsafe. That seems like a very sensible option. Right, let's clear some of these out. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. And I'll sort all the rest later. Do I want to do anything with these? They're slightly better. That is slightly better. Wow, yeah, that's slightly better, and it's a lower level. So you can have that. Alright, let's start up the next one. Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. Let's just salvage up the stuff that we got in the last one. A little bit of wandering around, we eventually found that extra guard. We're in the middle of a set of Act 3 bounties. In fact, one thing I wanted to check before we get too far into this is with the Act 5 bounties, we don't have to go and kill Malthael. That's good. That makes me feel very good. Let's go kill Gom. This will be fun. I like killing Gom. I see Gom in the same way I see those people that move really slowly and just walk in front of you down the street and then occasionally stop and then step into your path when you're trying to walk around them. It's very satisfying killing Gom. Yeah, if you could paint the face of your enemy on your enemy, that's what I would do. Random pavement meanderers. Your name is Gom. Ooh, there's some blues. Alright, they've got their orbiter things, so we're going to have to pay attention for what comes through the walls and what doesn't. And for the walls that come through the walls, because they are wallers as well. Brilliant. Just when you thought things couldn't get more complicated. I mean, it's not really that much more complicated. Just really close to that giant electrical ball. Not quite liking that. Right, that one's gone. Hey! Stay still, you're blind. You're blind, I tell ya. Feet Stompers. Brilliant name for some boots. Got my little gloves. Got my feet stompers. I'm ready for battle. Smack, smack, smack. Right. Let's grab all of these. Oh, look at that. Oh. Can't wait until we start killing everything in one drop again. I mean, at that point we'll have to up the difficulty, of course, but things are getting too tough. But I think this is the right way for us to go to Gom. Yeah, definitely is. There's the end. We are 6 levels away from finishing off Chapter 1 of the Season Journey. 6, 5.5, 5.6. 5.6 levels. Got to be semi-accurate with this. Oh, Gom. Ugh. That's kind of gross, mate. How about you don't do that? Like, it's just not cool. Regardless of how much you really want to share your lunch. It is terribly disgusting. And quite damaging, actually. Let's go over this side. I feel it's going to be a slightly better position. Yeah, for a character that doesn't move around too much at the moment, we're actually pretty solid for tankiness. I am very glad about that. Stab him in the bum. Lord of Gluttony. Look at that ham. We could take so much ham off that guy. I did do a challenge rift and I tried to do the reduced level requirement, but I didn't manage to get one, unfortunately. The challenge rift gave me Final Witness in the cube. That was me upgrading a shield, hoping to get Jekken board, which unfortunately didn't happen, but Final Witness has actually proven to be very useful. And now I'm out of both money and resources for attempting rerolls, so I'm just going to power up to level 70 instead. But I'm not too sad about not managing to get it. Most seasons I forget about it, so even though I tried and didn't get it, I don't feel like I'm really missing out on rapidly pushing through stuff. Yeah, it was unfortunate that these things happen. Challenge Rift was fun though. I quite like that. That put me in a good mood for the Legacy of Nightmares stuff. There we go. Right, get all the bits. And of course, all of these, we'll just have a quick check in case there's anything we want to use. I don't think there will be. Yes, very much. If I roll all the ones out of my dice now, then it means I'll get all the high rolls later. Sure, that's slightly better. We'll use that instead. And that is significantly better. Is it better than the 10% experience? Yeah, because I'm going to kill things faster. And also be just generally more survivable. So Leoric's Crown is going to end up relegated for the moment. We will eventually be using Leoric's Crown in our final build. But that'll be a better version and not a low-level one. Let's go clear the icy pit. The pit of ice. I do love the look and feel of my guy. I think I've done a good choice with the tabard and the Andariel spike arm things. Ooh, that was not great for charming. It was good for blinding, though. Yeah, I don't think it's going to take us that long to level up. And as we level, of course, we're going to be getting new gear, so it's all good. Yes. Oh my god, I tried them and I was like, nope. Nope, no way. I mean, you could probably find a way of making them work, but it is just not my feel. When I get those cosmic wings, I'm totally going to wear those. I will find a way of making that work. Barbie dress up RPG, that's what I'll be playing. I really hope that isn't actually a thing. Probably is somewhere. Probably is. But if it is, no one buy it for me for my birthday. I think I'm good without it. Right. Let's see, how are we getting on with these guys? So, everyone in the icy pit has to die, of course. That's pretty straightforward as far as requirements go. And our shield does make short work of pretty much everything we sling it at. Still got more than 15 left though. Alright, let's push on up and see what's round the corner. A couple of big hits going off there, get some stuns in, and just when I activate my lore, I get knocked back, so we end up wasting a couple of seconds of it. Good times, good times. It does last for quite a while, so it's not really that much of a complaint. But anytime the game takes agency away from me, I will complain about it. Nope. Don't like control being wrested from my character. I want to be able to move where I want. No knockbacks. No fear. None of that messing around. Up we go, and down we come. Cool. Thinning it down to a much more manageable number. And of course, the faster our attack speed, the more attacks we'll get in a certain period of time, so the more effective that lore will be. 50% extra crit when you're attacking twice is not as good as 50% extra crit when you're attacking 20 times. Everything's better when you're attacking faster, right? Who is left? We've got like a big group up here. Oh, we've got a little group. And there's some more hiding up in the corner as well. Well, that's all good. Up we go, down we come. Yeah, their health is coming down quite quickly. Just need to keep the pressure on, keep the damage up, and keep them attacking each other. That's the other point of idealness. Come on, one of them is nearly gone. Right, 2 gone. Brilliant. Even better. I mean, even just attacking single targets would do a good amount of damage. We don't really need Blessed Shield to increase that massively. Smack. And yeah, that'll do. 14 left. Finally, we have a number. Ooh, nearly misjudged that. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the number of mobs I still had left rather than the actual ground. Of course, with the shuffling corpses, they're just having their own way with physics. I heard you like some ice in your cave, so I'll put some ice on your icy floor. Let's back up. These guys are nearly gone. Right. One more to go. Let's go to the Demon Gates. This one's normally quite quick. Let's clear that down while I think about it. So, Demon Gates, 4 things that we go close to, and there will be a bajillion demons that spawn out of it. What is not to love? Level 46, 4 more levels. Now, of course, the Season Journey Part 1 actually gives us nothing at all. So it's more just like a token hat tip. Alright, here come all the demon bits. Taking advantage of my massive critical increase. For a moment, anyway. Champion's Voyage. Voyage to the stars. Okay, this has gone pretty well. If we carry on like this, we'll be fine. Oi! No biting. How mange? Can someone just kill that before it... Ah! Cormac is not pulling his weight. Okay, now we'll get this gone. We'll pick up all our delicious loot. So, 1 down. 3 still to go. There's going to be plenty of other things in between us and them, of course. As is often the way. Not so sure I'm keen on the succubi being around while I'm fighting these guys. Let's see if we can get one of them gone. Oh, they both moved. That wasn't good. We got it all in hand now, though. Challenging for a moment, but easy enough to surpass. Awesome. Right, that's still only one, though. Still got to make our way across to the rest. And there is a lot of blues around. Okay, let's get so we're not going to get surrounded by them all. Oh, that is a lot of lightning. That is a lot of lightning. Not keen on that. Alley up. Oh, don't run away, guys. I was just coming to say hello. Gonna make me feel unloved. People that never return your phone calls. Right, stab you a little bit. You can go tell your friends how good I was at stabbing. Close enough. We got one killed. There he is. Takes so much wrath to do that Blessed Shield. As soon as we can get the requirement gone for it, it's just going to be almost game-changing. Not quite easy mode, but significant change. Still only one. Oh, while we're here, kind of feel like we have to. This one we might actually have more of a chance of doing, though. Yeah, brilliant. It is all extra experience. Right, all three remaining ones are down that way. There's another pack of blues we're going to have to go through just down here. There they are. That's alright. Area damage is our friend. Yeah, we only really get 3 or maybe 4 good swings with that Blessed Shield before we need to get it recharging. That's 2 taken out with the Fallen Sword. And the last one dies just as easily. Guys, the private party. I was playing with the turkey, please. Just keep away, let me do my thing. We're nearly gained a level, actually. Oh no, don't want to be in there. Ooh, good, just got away. Potentially terrible retreating forwards like that. Especially when things are pulling you around all over the place. Let's back off a tiny bit. Sure, that can teleport me, I don't mind that. Up we go, down we come. I think we've made this work. We haven't had another brown trousers moment like earlier. Which is good. That was a real brown trousers moment. I thought we were going to have to restart. I was absolutely dreading that. I kid you not. Wait, I landed a falling sword on top of that teleport. That's kind of funny. Right. Now he's charmed, he will stay a bit closer to us. Give us an opportunity to whittle him down. Oh, like he's got nothing left. There we go. I think he actually killed himself with thorns then. Yeah, that's a tiny bit more damage. I'll take that. You can definitely have this. You can have this and this. You don't really need strength at the moment. I don't think we want to use anything else that we've got. What was that? Maybe I should switch across to this, actually. It's nice having homing pads, but we're not going to be utilising the benefit from them, so it's not really worth it. That can get extra strength for the moment. Area of effect! Stun everything, kill everything, make it all explode. Whoa. Well, it's good to know, Paul. I'm going to be going for probably illusory boots, but if it gets too annoying, I'll go for ice climbers instead for just that reason. Illusory boots because I tend to get snagged up on enemies more than I get snagged up on cold things. But yeah, it's good to know that that's available. Thank you. No, not standing in the middle of that. In fact, let's ignore those guys and we'll just move on to this thing, because there's plenty to kill down here. "40 kills. Nowhere near the world record, but still pretty damn happy with it. And if we get across here quickly enough, that didn't manage to hold it over. That's fine. When we get steed charge, that'll change, of course. We'll be able to keep up those chains much, much longer. That's one of the things that I need to think about, actually. Speaking of speed, which of the various conquests I want to go for this season. I know that Avaricia is in, so that's a nice, easy one. And I think Speed Racer is one of them. I don't remember off the top of my head, but we can, in fact, let's find out. So, Conquest. Yeah, Sprinter and Speed Racer. Don't think we'll manage Speed Racer. We'll definitely manage Avaricia. Superhuman, yeah, we can do that. That's going to happen just naturally. And then probably Dynasty, I guess. I suppose we could try Speed Racer. We can just keep trying at it until, like, we give up. Got to get it eventually, right? Okay, that is that act of bounties completed. Let's head back. Hand it in. So, Tyrael, give me all the good things. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. No unique items, but a couple more plans. So, Hadrig, learn this. And that and that. It's a two-handed flail. That's why it does so much more damage. Nah, we're just going to salvage all this up. So over here, these two come across. My organizational skills have gone completely to crap. There we go. Much better. Alright, well, we've got a little bit of time before we finish this episode. We could jump in and start on the Act 4 ones, and I think that's probably going to be the best place for us to do that. Let's do the Cursed Realm. Cleanse the Cursed Chest. Somewhere in the realm of unbending fate. I say somewhere. We know it's up that way. It's just how do we get to it? That is the question. Level 48. It's good, good. Only 22 more levels to go. Before the real game begins. I say the real game. Of course, it's all the real game, but the end game does massively change the mechanics and what you're trying to do. And I do like that they've actually thought about what happens when people are done with it. It's been such a long time since I've actually done story mode. Opening of the mind. Yeah, we'll never be using that. We're a Crusader. Now, it'll probably be worth us thinking about making a new weapon when we hit level 50. Then definitely one when we hit level 61. And after that, it's just going to be potluck what we find along the way. If we get stuff that's level appropriate or not. Don't like fighting on stairs. It feels like a bad idea waiting to happen. Also, I'm not convinced I can aim things correctly on the stairs. Desecrator, Poison Enchanted. We are getting his health down. But we're also losing quite a bit ourselves periodically, so... definitely just stay aware of that. He's about to fall anyway. Come on. Just die already, you little doggo. All these things getting in our way. They are giving us experience, so it's not a bad thing having them around. And over here. Hi, guys. Ooh, I see you. Trying to do something special. Jaywood, manipulator of law. Cormac's just standing on the side, not really caring. Right, let's stand a bit further away from that arcane beam. Try and thin some of these helpful bad guys out before they actually cause us some difficulties. Alright, I think we've pretty much got him done. Oh, jeez. Teleported and locked in. Yeah, of course. That's exactly what I was thinking. Oh, God. That is a horrible place to be. Ah, wow. That could have killed us. Yeah, I expect the thrill is going to be the first one that we end up getting. Avaricia will be the second, and then it's just whether we can manage Speed Racer. I've not done it yet. I don't think it would be impossible to do, but definitely one that you need to really commit to. Well, like any of them, I suppose. Come back here, you little burrower. I managed to get a tiny bit more health on. There we go. These guys are more annoying than anything, just because that block, they don't really take any damage through it. And if they get away from you, and they honestly can really early on in the game when you've got no movement speed, you can spend ages just killing time with them. Let's push on to the next bit. Yeah, it's just up here. Oh, that's a very good point. Steed charge. Yes. The mobility skill that I never bother using. I am actually factoring it into my build. So, yeah. That can totally work. Maybe this will be the season that we actually do it. Oh, that wall getting right in the way. In that case, I'm pretty confident we'll be able to do all 3 conquests this season. And they won't actually be that difficult to get. The Thrill is probably going to be the first one we get. Avaricia will be the second, because by then I should have been to Greed's Realm and picked up the Boon of the Hoarder. And then after that we can try Speed Racer just for shits and giggles, as they say. Right, let's finally go down and do this cursed chest. Definitely want to keep on top of the mobs that are nearby. Jeez, we've only got 3 killed at the moment. We are not the strongest one, and these ranged guys are very annoying. Right, you're dead. We got 11. 11, guys. We're just not built for chasing down these ranged cold dudes. Still, it's not about actually killing them, it's about getting as many as you can. 11, even though it's not the best, it is still 11. Alright, just you left. Our phalanxes ran over there to kill someone else. Oh, right. Yeah, the head of the dude we'd killed before. Okay, well, I think that is a good point to finish this episode off. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you are enjoying these videos. If you are, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should probably do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Diablo 3. See you soon. And of course, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to take a very, very quick break, though, just so I can try and encourage my cat to have some more dinner. So give me just a moment, and we'll carry on in a second. Hey, wait, what? Just here. Cool, well, he is chowing down on that quite happily. Let's very quickly salvage this stuff up, and then we can start the next episode. Right, very quickly, I'm just going to have a look. Right. Yeah, okay. Just checking how many we've actually got done so I don't stop too early. Drop that off, drop that off. Okay. Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. Well, we are still grinding our way up through the levels, but we're doing alright with our bounty sets. We just did the Realm of Unbending Fate, so we're moving on to the Besieged Tower. And of course we've pretty much got our kit dialed in for what we want at the moment. When I say kit, we've got our skills that are going to get us all the way to level 70. And then as we get more and more stuff that's better suited for what we need, we can gradually start swapping some of these out. So at the moment I'm using Punish. As soon as we get rid of the Wrath requirement for Blessed Shield, we can swap that off and swap something else in instead. Little changes like that over time. The two big changes are Shield Glare itself is going to go. That will go pretty much as soon as we get Jackenborg. That will change over for Taunt. And Punish will get changed over for Akarat's Champion. And Falling Sword will get changed over for Steed Charge. Although not sure which order I'm going to do those in. We'll have to see. Right, Portal to the Archives is just up here. Ooh, I can't resist. Nice big group like that, that's just asking to be murdered. We're about to go in for the Bound Shaman, so really I should wait until our skills are back so we've got a chance to actually do it properly. In fact, if we just keep like wailing on this guy, yeah, like that, regular style. Okay, let's kill some Shaman. You. Stop getting in the way, everyone. Let's move on to the next. We've got to keep on them. Okay, there's still got to be more left. But I don't know where they are. It's going to be down the other side, isn't it? Yeah, they're all hiding down here. Well, we didn't kill them all before the timer expired, but we will definitely get them all. You? We just need higher mobility. That's where Steed Charge is really going to come in. There was only those two left at the end. It's a pretty solid build that we have at the moment. It's just, it's not fast. It's sturdy, it's manageable, it's got enough utility to get us out of troubling situations. It's just not particularly great at any one thing. Oh, just a few more guys left to kill. There we go. A good chunk of experience from that, of course. Bringing us closer to level 50. Let's move on to kill the Necronom. Necronom nom 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 nom. In the Realm of Fractured Fate. Okay. Totally down with going there. I would actually like to see like more rifts like this with the varied tile sets moving between them. I think that would be more representative rather than the just like the stairs leading between the different tile sets. Oh, actually, it's not that far away. We've still got like 64 odd things to kill as well, but nothing to stop us getting this guy killed first. Or at least starting the process, because he's one of these bloody barriers. Okay. About 2/3 gone, I'd say. Don't run away from me. I'm not done with you yet. Oh, he's going to take a while just because he is so mobile. Right, 150k left. Oh, you didn't. Haha, that took him out. Right. One problem gone. Still got 50 mobs left to kill, but 50 mobs will be much easier to kill than that guy. So we should be able to just breeze through them. Especially when we get a good crit. Good crits make all the difference. Build up a little bit of wrath as we're going around. Of course, if we find 2 packs of elites, then it might end up being just as slow as that guy. Who am I to complain? This is getting quite painful. Let's try and kill some of the minions. Because there is a lot of those. That's another one gone. Just focusing on one at a time, trying to keep up the wrath. Trying to keep up my skills periodically. And then, of course, Blessed Shielding when the opportunity presents itself. And Cormac's doing his part as well. Right, he's gone. And the rest of them are gone as well. Well, that wasn't terrible in terms of numbers, but certainly we could have been a lot faster if it was just trash mobs. Hey, into the wood bits. Right. Up and down. Get some shields going. $58 out of 75 done. I just killed 2 birds with 1 shield. And I do see that over there. That's an enlightened shrine. Well, let's grab it. Oh, get out of my way, you bloody thing. Right, let's grab it now. Before we kill these. And we just need another couple. There we go. Chapter 1 of the season journey is complete. Forged in Fire, which is a really good TV show. If you haven't had the opportunity to try and watch it, I highly recommend it. I was watching an episode myself earlier today. Right. So, that takes us on to Chapter 2. We've got to fully equip Cormac. Sure, we've got to reach level 70. That's going to be the slowest thing at the moment. Kill Gorm, kill Iswal, and then craft a level 70 ring or amulet and transmogrify an item. Most of these aren't worth even doing until we get closer to level 70. So let's just push on with bounties and carry on leveling. But it's good we got Chapter 1 done. It is probably worth me getting a new weapon though. Just while I think about it. So salvage them up. And a dagger or an actual flail. A dagger's slightly faster, but a flail will probably do more useful things for us. Although maces do significantly more damage per second. Let's go for the Warhammer. Yeah, definitely worth us changing. Yeah, you can have this. That is a slight upgrade for you. And we'll salvage that up. Right, so we can put one of these in here. That'll give us a little bit of a boost as well. And back we go. On to kill Hammer Smash. So these changes to damage output, they're not huge, but they do add up over time. If we weren't like taking the time to get through and do these, we would really start to feel the grind. Especially given we didn't bother to... Oh, hey, no stunning me. Especially seeing as we didn't bother to get an item with reduced level requirement. We've got no hand-me-downs, nothing like that. So yeah, keeping on top of our life, that's less worrisome for me. Keeping on top of our damage output means we keep things dying quickly, which means we need to worry about life less. Still need to worry about it, of course. Just a bit less. And also, having high damage means we can do the falling sword thing like this. And that's always fun. Just makes everything more effective. I'm looking at the damage numbers cropping up, and I'm seeing 100 and something Ks, and the monster healths are 100 and something Ks at times. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel very good. I suppose the only thing that doesn't actually get improved is our shield glare, because that is completely damage independent. Gonna get a shield on you, lady. Most of our attacks are in the 10k range, but that's still pretty beefy compared to what we had before. How you doing, Amos? You done with your dinner? No. Done for now. That's the important thing. Don't overdo it, mate. It will still be there a bit later. Oh, yeah, I don't like these guys. The potential for fire breathing. Charming them, that's cool. Having them breathe fire on me, definitely not cool. You put it down on one of the things that, you know, you try it once just to see if it's your kind of thing, and then nah. Definitely not. Alright, a bit more shield glaring going on. Now, shield glare, of course, isn't just holding up the shield and doing this. But it could well be. With Final Witness, I like to think it's got a little bit more oomph behind it. Need some good eyebrow action on that shield glare. Of course, it's just like the reflection of light from the sky or wherever. That kind of glare, not the kind I was just demonstrating. I'd say we're still stonking up through the levels at a reasonable rate. Obviously, some of the mobs do have significantly more health than others, but even the turkeys were getting to do decent. Ooh, chest armor. I want the area to be safe so I can have a look at it. You'd better not kill me before I get a chance to see what it is properly. I will be mightily miffed if that happens. I'll probably find it something like Aquila Curus. If it is, that'd be great, because we do need it. And I'd rather get it early on than not. That pulse is just terrible. No. No. Let me out of there. Jesus Christ, that was bad. Right, I'm going to keep Falling Sword as my getaway thing. But multiple pulses going off like that, that is not good. I'm going to keep Falling Sword as my getaway thing, he says, and immediately uses it. It's the Nightmarish that's really annoying me. Why the double pulsing? Every time with the double pulsing. I think we've probably got him now. Hey, good to have you along, Sniper. How you doing, mate? Yeah, I've got like another 2 hours left in me. It's Aquila Curus, brilliant. Oh man, I'm putting this in the cube as soon as we get the option to. It's not much use to us now. It's good just because it's better than what we have. But when that gets in the cube, because our Wrath, as soon as we remove Blessed Shield's actual cost, our Wrath is going to be pretty much permanently above the highest point. So how are you doing, mate? You having a good Monday? No knocking me back into that. That just makes me feel bad. Hammer Smash is down. Oh, I'm very, very happy about that. That is brilliant. Yeah, we can't put it in just at the moment because we've only got a couple of Death's Breath, 3. But soon we will be able to. You can use this. It hasn't yet. At least it hadn't at the start of the evening. So still stuck on last Friday's. Right, let's push on for Kill Latiate. This has turned out to be a very good episode. Yeah, not liking these guys and their fire. Definitely kill them as soon as possible. No. Overexhaustion is bad for everyone. It's rare when I go like a full 24 hours without sleep, but it can totally knock you out for a day or two. And you've got to make sure that your body rhythm doesn't get screwed with as well. There's nothing worse than getting hungry at odd times, not being able to sleep when you're supposed to. So yeah, good that you got some rest, mate. Shield flare. Alley up. And down. Still disliking the stuns, but I'd rather have them over the fire breathing. So 20 more mobs and Latiate. Ooh, little shadowy things, okay. Very much dislike the fire from those guys. I can't stress that enough. Right, one of them's dead. Oh, jeez, yeah. Yeah, the grogginess from being that rested, from being that tired, it's amazing. How long did it take you to recover? A couple of hours, or? Actually, you might have been the equivalent of hungover, because you would have been dehydrated as well after that. And a lot of what hangovers are is just you being massively dehydrated. That and the alcohol poisoning, of course, but mostly the headaches caused by dehydration. Level 51. No thank you to the fire. One of them's dead, that's good. He's trying his flamey goodness. So we'll just change our position. Tell him no thank you. And work from there. Very few mobs left. Literally just Latiate and one other. You can be the one other. No! I've already picked my one other. I don't need you all. Well, I mean, I'll kill you all, certainly, but it wasn't necessary. They didn't all have to die like that. Right, I think we're gonna... It's not up, it's down, isn't it? Yeah. It's down to get through that bit. Down and down and across. I love the sound effects from this. I know I said it before for the voice acting, but the sound effects as well, just absolutely amazing. Empowered Shrine. Come on, I really want to get this guy. Patience? I don't have patience. I'm trying to kill a goblin. There's no such thing as patience at the moment. Yeah, more plans. Brilliant. That's what I wanted. No, no, definitely not a nice way to start your Monday, especially when you know you've got things that you have to do. It makes it a double whammy of bad. Right, you're done. Where's Latiate? Frenzy Shrine, I'll have that. Definitely taking full advantage of this shrine combination. There we go. Job done. We need to head back to town and go and talk to our good friend Tyrael. Just as soon as I make this area safe. Oh, they really don't want me to leave, do they? Right. There we go. All done.
I'm returning to town.
How you doing, Amos? You alright? Such a good cat. Right, Tyrael. Another one done. Ooh. A hand crossbow. That's going to be useless. Let's get that IDing while I salvage up everything else. So, Hell Trapper. Yeah, goodbye, Hell Trapper. We'll get rid of that Carapace Spine, and we'll teach Ashiara's Harvest Moon, Demon Hand, and Singularity across. Seeing as we're level 51, it's only one level more than we were before. Not worth us making anything new. Yeah, it's not been fast, but it's not been deathly slow either. You did miss an amazing brown trouser moment earlier today, though. I have to hold my hand up and say that could have been, I mean, that was like so close to the end of the season, like really, really quickly on. But we managed to make it through it, and hopefully I'll learn my lesson not to make that kind of mistake again. Of course I won't. Of course I won't. Right, let's move on to Act 5. Ruins of Corvus will take for ages. Let's go to the Battlefields of Eternity and we'll do another Bound Shaman. This will be enough to push us up to level 52 as well. Probably. Possibly. Maybe. Yeah! Cower before Zakaroom. well, if these guys are here... Right. Guys, where are you going? What are you doing? You are dancing around all over the place. Stop it. Stay still. I can see this might have been a mistake. These guys are going to annoy me. Well, don't forget, everything that's been recorded will go up as a separate episode. You'll just have to wait like a week to see it. Unfortunately, because while Greg's around, we're probably not going to be streaming Diablo because I'm pretty certain he's not interested in it anymore. So I'm just taking advantage of the time that he's away to get this on the air. And the rest of the time I'll be recording at very unsociable hours. Smack, 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 smack. Right, here we go. That is one done. Come down here, we should be able to get into it. Ah, it's getting in my way. Yeah, there's no way we're going to do this in the time. We just don't have the mobility at the moment. We're not going to be in any particular danger. But you've really got to be built for it. And there's one more, which is probably just a bit over to the left. Yeah, you could rewind the stream, but when you see a brown trousers moment, how will you know it's the right one? I can tell you how, because my face looks like this. I kid you not, I'm pretty certain I pulled that face. When you know things are going bad, but there's nothing you can do about it. Is that not all of them? There must be hiding up here. Nuked him. Totally nuked him. That was very much worthwhile. Okay, bounty ticked off, and I think that's probably a good point to finish this episode off. So, thank you very much for watching, everyone. We have got a lot more to do left on Act 5, so we'll be carrying on with that straight at the start of the next episode. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Diablo 3. See you soon. And for those watching live, of course, I'm not going anywhere. We are just taking a little breather, breaking up the episodes so that people don't have to sit through an entire 5 hours in one sitting. Right, where are we going next? I suppose we should start with Adria. Let's go back to town, see if we can make a level 52 weapon just to help that along a little. $46, $50, $50, $50, $52. We could make a new sword. Oh, we can make Cataclysm. Right, yeah, that's it. I'll do that in the episode. Hello, everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. We're about to go and kill Adria, so I thought I'd make us Cataclysm. We're changing to a two-handed weapon. It's going to be a big damage increase. Not quite as much as it seems, because we're going for heavenly strength instead of fervor, so we're losing 15% attack speed, and we're losing then 20% damage. But it is a big, big improvement. Like, holy wow. And also reduces the cooldown of skills a little bit. So it helps. It definitely helps. You can have that, which is going to give you a bit of a boost. We'll salvage these up. And let's go kill Adria herself. This does mean that we're going to be using our shield less often. Because we're not going to be building up our wrath nearly as quickly. But we are hitting like an anvil now. And of course there's the Sundering as well, which is always going to be nice. Cataclysm's pretty good for an interim weapon. Level 52 is a bit of a dead spot for things that you've got in terms of options, so I do like it being there. Well, yeah, so most of the episodes are down to half an hour now. But the watch time, people stick around for about 19 minutes, I reckon. It really varies, because different people come to the channel for different reasons. Some put me on in the background while they're cooking, or to kill some time, but it's never really to sit down and watch the entire thing in one go. Although I think it's easier to put a stream on and leave it going than it is to put a video on and leave it going. Because there's always a chance you'll have something to interact with. Whereas with a video, you're never going to have that opportunity. So it doesn't have the same mental commitment to it. It's potluck because I have to go on averages more than anything. I'd actually quite like a nice graph which shows like the median, mean, and mode of watch time for the different videos, because I reckon there's a lot of people that turn up and like watch 2 minutes and then they go off elsewhere because it's not their thing, and it throws out the averages massively. Well, I say it throws off the averages. It changes what you mean when you say average. We're going to be like level 53 by the time we reach her, I reckon. Cataclysm looks so impractical to use one-handed. I mean, look at it. There's no way you would hold it like that. It cannot be balanced well. Yeah, with Diablo, I find you can never tell when the exciting thing is going to happen. Some of the other games, you can definitely tell, oh, there's going to be nothing for a bit, and I'll jump forward 5 minutes, and that'll be when the next boss fight is, kind of moment. Well, if we were playing campaign mode, then yeah, it'd probably be a lot more structured like that. Ooh, hello chest. Give me your goods. And I'll take that Veil Crystal as well, right? Anything interesting? That's... No. No. Don't care. Don't care enough anyway. The slow, steady plod forwards towards Adria's Great Hall. I'm not sure if I am slower than the bad guys. I think I am slightly. And that's always worrying. And we're in a position where we've got our little lore to improve our attack speed. So that is definitely helping us. But, yeah, when you're significantly slower than the slow bad guys. Invigorating, indeed. Alley up. Pop. That's true. I hadn't even thought about that. The practicality of what the human body can manage. Well, Nephilim body. Yeah. No, you're right. It is potentially more practical holding it like that. Right, let's. Bad time to pick up beer. Alley up. Okay, now I can pick up my beer. Yeah, definitely don't want to get myself killed just for the sake of a sip. It is the kind of thing I would end up doing, but not very appealing. Level 53. Oh, I nailed that prediction. Ooh, right. Special dudes. Let's back off just a tiny bit. Try and thin out some of that room a bit. Be nice to have just a little bit more. There we go. In terms of people that I could fight in order to get my wrath back. And this guy's not going to stand up long against this much punishment. There he goes. Have a very good night, mate. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. And there we go. Smack, smack. Let's go straight in over here where it is busy. We're almost at the Great Hall entrance. Oh yeah, don't want to stand in the middle of that. That's bad. Let's get most of these guys gone, and then we can deal with the problem of the little dudes. Right, knock back Thunderstorm Frozen. Just use him to build up all the wrath that we're going to need when we go in to fight Adria. There we go. Right. Wasn't really that worthy, but it was a good fight. I suppose it won't hurt to kill a couple more. Wrath is almost as high as it can be. That's fine. Right. This will be a bit of a challenge, but we should be okay. So she's down to 17.5 million out of 19. Man, she really hits hard, doesn't she? Okay, 15.2 million. I'm almost tempted to walk over these to get them all triggered early on. Not a brilliant place to drop down, but that's fine. $12 million. Ugh, those things are disgusting. Oh, she totally dodged that. Right, let's get some of these triggered. Just so I don't need to think about them too much. Nope, that's painful. Very painful. I swear there's just like exponentially more of these. It's fine. Don't worry. It's all fine. I've cleared it down enough that we can actually have a fight. Okay. 7 million. Let's get back in here. And the amount of damage she does when she does that spin is so huge. Huh. For a moment I thought she was actually detached from her wings. Okay, down to 4 million. I think we should be okay from here on out. As long as there's no foolish mistakes. Wow, she's really putting all that protection around her. Look at that. $2.2 million. $940k. I think we can just face tank it now. Oh, jeez, she vanished again. Smacked in the face with a shield. Definitely challenging. But I'm glad we did it now rather than a little bit later. Okay, so in terms of stuff we got from that, that's slightly better. That's slightly better. Probably could have changed over to that before the fight, actually. the rest of it stays the same. Let's go and move on to the next one. That bounty took a while. Okay. Kill Tararja. And 150 other things. 150 other things means we're actually stopping to fight on the way. Those things are so gross. Really cool, but really gross. .31 mobs gone so far. We are well on our way. Got to keep out of those pools. Those pools are pretty deadly. Oh, there it is. Let's try and set as many of these against each other as we can, while not exposing ourselves to too much danger, of course. That's the ideal. No, not liking those ranged poison things. No, thank you. Please don't try that again. Right, let's jump on those guys, just to try and get that taken care of. Okay, now we're just down to mobs. We're about halfway there on that. Now we are halfway, so 75 left to go. Right, get that, all the loot. And now we can just pretty easily take our time thinning out the numbers in the swamp. It's not too deadly. It is quite deadly, so not something we want to do all the time, but worth testing while we had a moment of quiet. Nice try with the walling there, mate. Nice try. So close. Just die already. There we go. One gone. Last one is just down here. Cormac's going to get himself killed if he's not careful. Ooh, what is that? We will have a look at that right now. Nagel ring. Definitely worth it. Fallen Lunatic. I will take you. Right. Which one is it going to be better in? It's going to be better in this. So let's just use it straight there. Fallen Lunatics. That's going to actually give us quite a large damage boost periodically. While fighting stuff in a nice area of effect as well, so yeah, definitely like Nagel rings, like the Fallen Lunatics, and like building up a stack of them to drag into combat with big things.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was kind of satisfying. I do somewhat agree. Was that 1217k from the Fallen Lunatic? That's very impressive. Yeah, it was. When they explode, things just die. That's how it goes. 10,000% weapon damage. It is a solid amount of damage. In fact, how much is this Snake Ring? It doesn't say specifically, but it's well, every 12 seconds. I'm pretty certain it was 10,000% damage that they explode for. So we're doing like 70k, and it does a good 100 times more than that. Well, no, 50 times more than that. 50 times more than that is a bit more reasonable. But it's still damage that we couldn't even hope to achieve. Let's go up this little path bit. We only need 9 more things, so should be able to get it without too much difficulty. Two more. There you go. Right, on to Grave Robert. This Neg Ring is actually probably going to carry us all the way to level 70. Help Robert search for treasure. That's down this way. Many things to kill in the graveyard. But we can rely on the fact that our fallen lunatics are going to just wander around and murder stuff for us. And if there's big groups that we see, we can always stop in and say hello to them. We should have another one coming out shortly. Yeah, doing over 1 million damage without actually needing to do much. Half a goblin. Half a goblin, that's what it is. It's half a goblin. Without even thinking. That is crazy powerful and awesome. Alright, Robert. Right, you do the treasure. I'll keep the area safe. Something like that, anyway. Oh, actually, there's a... Excuse me while I just grab this extra experience. Right. Yeah, pretty straightforward. And also, because the fallen lunatics appear right next to me, it's a very good get out of trouble emergency. It's only every 12 seconds, so it's not very frequent, but it is still better than nothing. I really wish you could be, mate. Fallen Lunatic destroyed it in one go. There we go, and we get some things out of that. Not terrible, all in all. Good job, Robert. Good job. That takes us to level 55. Let's go clear the plague tunnels. This is definitely something that our shield is suited for. Ooh, look at this. Half killed by one lunatic. I really like Nagelring. I really, really do. In fact, with the Legacy of Nightmares set bonus, you'd almost think instead of the Convention of Elements, you could try it out just to see how fun it is. It's really inconsistent, but it's a lot of damage. A lot of damage to get multiplied up.
Out of room.
Out of room. All right, let's sort that out. It might be time for us to change away from Kane's stuff. Maybe, but not yet. Not yet. We can wear it a little bit longer. Salvage, salvage, salvage. Salvage this up as well. Drop all of these off and back in we go. This is the last bounty for the set, and that's going to work out quite perfectly for us, actually. I wonder, is it possible for me to hit myself with a Blessed Shield? If I go up against one of the spinny dudes that reflects things. I know I can always just, like, melee them or falling sword on them, but I am concerned that I could end up being my own downfall. It has been a long time since I've killed myself, but it's important to be aware that these things can happen. Stab. And there we go. Plague tunnels are going to be quite a way away. They always are. I mean, this place is a giant rat's nest for finding your way around. Go. Kill the main one, all the ones it summoned vanish at the same time. There's something to be said for cutting off the head of the snake. Right, we've got some more elites to pay attention to. Those fallen lunatics, you get a bunch of them together, tow them around like mines. They are just amazing. Of course, it's not my only fighting strategy. They are a support, but they're a really big support because they do so much damage. My word, are we nearly there yet? Act 5. Was there ever a worse place design? No, there was. There definitely was a worse place than Act 5. And that's that outer plane thing. I really liked it the first time I went there. And then when it started cropping up all the time in Rifts, I hated it. Except as a Leap Quake Barbarian. As a Leap Quake Barbarian, it's acceptable. It's manageable. Right, it's not up, it is down. Plague tunnels, there we go. Trying desperately not to accidentally step out into the streets, because we don't want to go back that way. Oh, that's a shame. I was very much hoping that we'd be able to land on him. Get that shield in there. is a very good kill number we're building up at the moment. "45 kills. I'm very happy with that. Level 56. The only downside to these guys appearing is quite often they'll go for something that you don't care that much about. And you feel like they get wasted. It's not the case, of course, because there's so many of them. But if you could target them, that would be incredibly dangerous and probably quite overpowered, actually. There we go. That was one of them just appearing. Ton of damage for very little effort. And into the plague tunnels, level 2. An interesting smell. It's probably rats. Just going out on a limb. I'm gonna say it's rats. Okay, nothing spectacular in that, but still plenty of places for us to explore. So 2.2 million is the most we can do in one go at the moment that I've seen. That was quite a big shout that went off amongst them there. We've got plenty to kill. Let's get some wrath up and land on a bunch. Now, of course, most of these aren't worth much in the way of experience, but getting a nice kill streak is always good. These guys are going to be worth more though. Right, 15 left. Down to 6. And this should bring us all the way around. Yep, that's very much it, Donald. Very much it. Finally just about pulling it together. Job done. Right, let's head back to town. Definitely time to hand this in. Yeah, we'll use that. We'll use that. Extra damage and a lot of extra toughness. We don't get the cooldown reduction, so I'm going to keep with Cataclysm, actually.
Your deeds should be rewarded. Please.
Oh, mate. Set dungeons. Sometimes they're great, sometimes they are so terrible. Ooh, is that Soul Smasher? If that's Soul Smasher, I think we're going to use it. Yes. 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 Oh my god. Yes. I am so happy about that. Right, let's teach. We're going to salvage all of this stuff up. But that is really good for us. That's not actually worth giving to you. So, Cataclysm, you were great for a moment. Be gone. Prestige Hunter also gone. And that's going to be it for this episode. So, with Soul Smasher added to our repertoire, things should get a little bit easier. 60% damage increase is a significant boost at this point in the game. And, of course, I love everything exploding with the life per kill. It does mean we need to take things a little bit more carefully. But, I mean, that is what it is. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, we'll see you next time for some more Diablo 3. See you soon. And of course, I'm not going anywhere. It's just because I'm breaking the stream up into individual episodes so that people can consume it later. We're going to take just like a 2-minute break, and then we'll do one more. So I'm here for like at least the next half hour or so playing Diablo. After that, probably going to crash because it is, well, it's not massively late, but I am quite tired today, which is why I'm slightly less witty than normal. All right, let's actually take the time to socket some things in just quickly. 1, 2, 3. Does that have a socket? No, it doesn't. We could probably take the socket out of that, but it's not really worth it. No, those will do us for the moment at least. I do like that it improves falling sword damage as well. That's just like even better for us. Alright, here we go. Hello everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. So, at the end of the last episode, right at the end of the last episode, we got Soul Smasher. And it's awesome. It looks awesome. We haven't had a chance to try it out yet. But we have run out of bounties. Well, I say run out of bounties. We did a full set of bounties. We're going to go back to Act 1 and start on with those. But after this, we're going to actually need to cycle the map in order to have another go. Surprise! Oh my god. Yeah. Ah, Soul Smasher. Soul Smasher is like my favourite leveling weapon. It is so fun. Just make everything explode. If I'm not exploding, everything else should be exploding. That is my mantra. And look at this. What is not to love about this? The only downside to it is it doesn't do much damage against individual units because it only affects when things die. So if you've got a boss with a load of crappy little minions around it, it can be quite good, quite useful. If you've got a bunch of trash mobs right next to each other, it is insta-clear. All of the Soul Smasher fun. Ha ha ha. I'm totally going to get distracted, by the way. It's just too much fun to not get distracted with this weapon. Right, so we're supposed to go up this way. Soul Smasher is so much fun. It's even worth trying to make in the cube. If you've got the option available early on, I would definitely try it. It's one of the few weapons that I tend to get quite consistently while leveling, and then I reach level 70 and I hold on to it for as long as I can, probably longer than I should, and then eventually I go, yeah, should really change that off now. For something like this, when there's so many things packed in together, it's like the monk's exploding palm. It just cascades so effectively. Oh no, because it will lose its effectiveness as soon as your life on hit. Your life on kill. If it's not scaling up, then you're not scaling up Soul Smasher damage, so it doesn't scale well with mob health and everything else. It's great early on, but as soon as the mobs start getting a bit more health, it just doesn't cut water. It would be fun for a complete novelty build though, try and get something that's as much life on kill as possible and see how good you could make Soul Smasher. But it will never be Greater Rift running level of awesomeness. And it will fall down on Rift bosses because it does nothing against single targets. In a team, it could be really useful. Also helps that I've got the Nagel ring, like, exploding alongside me. A GR 1.3, you say? Yes, I could probably clear that. Well, with enough Garrigan points in strength, yes. But you'd probably need a lot of Garrigan points. You need to be a very high level. 8 mobs left. Let's track them down. So yeah, at this point, it's not going to do much because these mobs are going to die infrequently. When they do die, it'll do quite a big explosion on them. That's good to know, mate. Good to know. Right, let's go do the Templar Inquisition while I'm feeling fighty. This whole game is about feeling fighty, really. Right. Alley up. Guys, please stop with, like, the little ghost laser beams. They are not helpful. They are very annoying. Come on, get close to your friend so I can kill you and get the benefit from it. Close enough. So many things sound too violent. I do understand moderating what people are exposed to as they grow up. But at the same time, there are far worse things out there that people are allowed to be exposed to. And it's the double standards that really sets people on edge, I think. There's an old film called Camelot, which we were actually encouraged to watch during my school as you know, part of general studies. And it is gruesome. It is horrific. But it's supposedly a good story, so it was acceptable. But it's like, yeah, it just doesn't exactly add up when you've got something that's violent but entertainment in a healthy way to express emotions, compared with, well, it's a learning experience, so it doesn't matter if you see someone decapitated. Yes, obviously. I mean, I'm not saying I know the right way to bring people up or run society as a whole. I always said that if I was in charge, no one would be happy, but the system would work. And that's probably true for what most people in charge think. Ooh, goblin. I see you. Oh, didn't actually get him with the explosion. That's a shame. Oh, this is potentially going to be bad. Come back, mate. There we go. Got him with one of my fallen lunatics. Right, now these guys, if I can just get my shield bash into the middle, sorry, Blessed Shield into the middle of it. There we go. Clear the whole bally lot of them out. Brilliant, Donny. Brilliant. These guys are too far apart. Gonna fail. Failed. I really don't have the speed on this character. It's fine. He's not built for speed at the moment. Later on, when we get steed charge, then he'll kind of change the way he pans out. But for the moment, he is slow. When your mobility skill is jumping up into the heavens in the hopes that no one notices you, so you can do a surprise attack, you know things are not brilliant. So you can see it really, really kicking some damage in there. Not all the time. A lot of that's the Fallen Lunatics going off, but they only appear once every 12 seconds. So most of that is Soul Smasher, smashing souls. Oh, he healed a little bit. That's normal. I mean, he immediately died afterwards, so it didn't help him much, but definitely saw his health go up. That is level 59. I love Soul Smasher. Let's go to the Cursed Cellar. For a character that's based around AoE, and we pretty much are based around AoE, getting an AoE specific item for leveling it feels really thematic. "27 kills. Yeah, it's a good amount of extra experience. Wait, we've got to go out and round. I know where we're going. He is all the way around this way. Almost be tempted to change onto Steed Charge just to speed us up, but then I'd end up bypassing all these guys. And I'm just not willing to do that. Zombies gotta go. Zombies gotta go. No, I was complaining earlier that we're quite slow, and we are quite slow, but we're not unmanageably slow. And Crusader does definitely feel like the tank. Like, you're moving along really methodically. And even the specific sounds that they picked for it, they make a huge difference into the way it feels. Right, how is Falling Sword going to work in here? Am I going to Spider-Man onto the ceiling? I think that's the plan. Don't think we're quite going to hit the 100 for the bonus chest. It's going to be a good number. 35, 36-ish. And it's only going to be once we get really overpowered compared with the mobs that we'll be able to do that. Right, then there's you. Hey, Farnham! You're a little bit electric, mate. A little bit electric. 37. That wasn't far off, I guess. So I'll grab all of these. And let's go kill the queen, and then we'll do whatever's in the cathedral afterwards. Now, around here, we have some more birdies. Completely missed them with the shield. It's not quite as homing as you would hope. That's not the way we need to go. Right, so down to the south instead.
Untouched until her voice came to me. Then I knew how I must serve. I must kill the one who threatens my mistress and the dark power that created her. I have chosen.
We're going to have to do a right wall hug going down around this way. That'll take us along quite nicely, actually. Yeah, I suppose we can pause for a moment, get some kills. Won't hurt us. Especially when the fallen lunatics just blow up everything nearby, and then those things blow up in addition. It's very satisfying. And Soul Smasher looks cool when it goes off. I think we might actually make it to level 60 in a second. That'd be brilliant.
Like chaff before the wind.
Yeah, if I get Soul Smasher early, I'll try and put it in the cube normally. I've got Final Witness in there at the moment, so that's probably going to stay as is. I think that's a sensible one to keep the way it is. Right, gone. Do we want to do the curse chest as well? I think we probably do, with that close to a level. Although if everything keeps keeping away from us, then we're not really going to be able to do much in the way of number kills. There's the level 60. $89. Oh, you never know. 100. Yeah. All it takes is the right mobs. Definitely worth it. If only for the extra experience, but yeah, worth it for the personal experience as well. Okay. Almost all of that was done by the fallen lunatics exploding. I'm fine with that. They just make my life easier. So she's got 26 million life. Fallen Lunatics will take off about 2 million per time. If she gets hit by them. If she dodges around and doesn't actually get hit by the explosion, then they won't. Yeah, there we go. 16 million went down to 13 million. They are definitely making a big difference. Speeding up the process. No, don't run away just after I've activated my thing. Damn spider lady. There's another one going off. And we should be able to finish her off. Hopefully before she runs away. Falling sword. There we go. Job is a good one. So we've got one quest left to go. Let's head across and kill Kajalam. So you'll notice that already Soul Smasher is starting to have less of an effect. It's been 4 levels and the mob's health is increasing so dramatically. Still does cascade quite nicely, but it's not as profound as it used to be. I think that's a good way of putting it. Okay, pretty good. Now at the moment I'm using the one to charm them. There is another one which makes them take 21% more damage. I think charming is better just for the utility. Just it's a much better skill in total. So we're going to be sticking with that, but I could be getting through these mobs a bit faster if I was using Shield Glare offensively. There we go. Just this guy. Come on. Come back. Damn teleporters. Getting all over the place.
I can't carry anymore.
Right, we're full of stuff. Let's head back to town very quickly. We'll just make a bit of space, then we'll come straight back. You can have that. Because that is a massive improvement for you. Everything else we don't really care about just yet. Now we're level 61, we can actually make better stuff, but we'll do that after we've just finished this bounty. Alley up. Clearing the room. Makes such a difference. I'd love Falling Sword. It is fun and effective. And also, it is a bit of mobility skill. It's not brilliant mobility skill, mostly because of the cooldown. You can change it for the one that reduces the cooldown depending on the number of mobs you hit. That's also very cool. But I like where we've got it at the moment with our little extra friends that come in and help. I love it when I charm these and they start using their vortex skills on other mobs. That's very cool. I don't think I've ever played quite so much with charm as I have with this character. Right, still fighting our way through to Cudgel Arm.
I will not accept this. It's not my time to die.
I need to kill these guys. They're just too nicely clustered. It's just too tempting. There we go. Massive amount of experience for very little effort. And the satisfaction of landing on a bunch of skeletons from the ceiling. What is not to like? But this is why bounties take me a lot longer than other people. Because I do stop and I get distracted and we go on little side quests and make sure that all the elite mobs get put in their place. That should definitely be the case. So, Cudgel Arm, the Undead Mauler. Nearly gone. There it goes. And that is the last of those bounties. Let's head back and hand it in. And then we can have a look at some equipment. Right, so in here we have a whole bunch of stuff, but no actual bits we care about. So now that we're level 61, we can start getting interesting gems. That's great. Put all that in. Let's salvage up the tosh, and then let's see what we've actually got in the way of items. We can make a set of demon's armor. We could make sages. Probably not that worthwhile, actually. Yeah, demon's armor might be the best bet. Although the difference between level 60 and 61 stuff is quite extreme. So I think we'll just make ourselves a set of level 61 items. It's an improvement. We'll take that. Boots. This is definitely going to be an improvement. So we're going to lose Kane's benefits. I'm okay with that for what we're getting out of this. Robes of the Vigilum are actually pretty nice. Aquilocurus is going to go in the cube. Let's go with the Rakkus Guard armor. It's actually... It's better for toughness, slightly worse for damage. Which is probably what we need going into the next bit. So we'll do that. There we go. Then gloves. These need changing over, of course. Oh, yeah, that's a big difference. Helmet. Helm of Command is a smart choice for the extra block, but I think we'll keep with sticking to the 61s. Because then I won't feel bad about replacing any of these. I really quite like one with some strength on it, though. Alright, I'll take it. Extra life per hit is huge. Take the trousers. Get ourselves a new shield. We'll get some shoulders, and we will get a Templar relic. Oh yeah, that's much better across the board. So we'll do Templar Relic and we'll do another shield. and that'll be for the Templar himself. So you have that. You have that, and that completes the Friends with Benefits part, which we needed to get done. Let's salvage up what we have over here. So gone, gone, gone. These are going to stay because they're going to get cubed at some point. Obviously, Aquila Cuirass is going to get cubed first, and we'll deal with all the others another time. But I think that is going to be it for this episode. Just the last little bit of admin at the end there. We've gone on quite long enough, I think. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed it. We've made it to level 61. We're in a good place to push ourselves forwards, which is always good. Do I want to reroll anything? No, we'll leave that as it is. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Diablo 3. See you soon. Right, let me just check that. Yeah, I think I am going to have to call it there for the evening. I'm afraid I am running on fumes, everyone. But thank you so much for coming along. It has been a lot of fun having you here. And as always, it's been brilliant talking with you guys in chat. It's been nice to see so many familiar faces and a couple of new people stop by as well. If you have enjoyed the stream, be sure to give a thumbs up. I think next week my brother is back. Next week's actually my birthday on the Monday, but I am planning on streaming whether he's around or not. If he's not around, we'll do more Diablo. If he is around, we'll probably do some Titan Quest and Tarkov as normal. But either way, I've had a blast and I hope you have too. So I'll see you next time, everyone.